Hello, young men, the future of India. You are welcome in the educational program organized by Society of Career Technology. Today, we will talk about some technical terms which are used in Mendelian, and then in the next episode, we will talk about Mendel and Correns laws of inheritance. So, as you know, Mendel had said that in every organism, for controlling every character, there are something which control that character, and for in every organism for controlling every character at least two factors are found. What are those factors was not known at that time, but the behavior Mendel told that Gregor John Mendel had made a detailed study of 7 characters, and each character had 2 variables which were called traits. For example, if we talk about length of the plant, it was a length of a plant, it was a character, and it had 2 variables. Some plants were tall and some plants were dwarf. Now, Mendel said that when an organism contains both factors of same type, then they are called homozygous. For example, capital T or small t. So when both factors are of same type, it is called homozygous. And when both characters are of different type, then it is called heterozygous. For example, capital T, small t. Now, Mendel said that when an organism is homozygous, for example, it is having both 2 factors for tallness, it will appear tall. In the other case, when the organism contains both factors for dwarfness, it will appear dwarf. But when both factors are of different types, that is, it is heterozygous. For example, 1 factor for tallness, 1 factor for dwarfness, then Mendel said that this type of organism, only 1 factor will show its effect and the other factor will not show its effect. This factor will show its effect, so the plant will appear tall. And in this organism, this is small t, which is responsible for dwarfness, it will not show its effect. So that factor which shows its effect is called dominant. For example, capital T is dominant. And when the other factor which does not show its appearance, when both factors are present together, it is called recessive. The dominant individual is indicated by a capital letter, the recessive individual is indicated by a small letter. So Mendel talked about a dominant character, dominant trait, and a recessive trait. Dominant trait was depicted by a capital letter, recessive character was depicted by a small letter. And he said that when factors for both traits are present together, only one of them expresses it, which is called dominant trait, and the other one fails to express it, it is called recessive factor. Now, another terminology was given by Altenburg. Mendel had given the terminology of dominant and recessive. Now, Altenburg had given a concept of wild type and mutant type. So Altenberg told that the factors may be of two types. One factor which is present in the population from the very beginning, it is called wild type, and it is indicated by a letter ++, whereas the mutant character is expressed by the letter, it may be either capital T, capital B, small b, maybe that this mutant may be recessive also. So be very clear about that. Two terminologies are there, one dominant and one recessive, which were given by Mendel. Mendel said that when factors for both opposing traits are present together, then only one of them expresses it and is called dominant. It is depicted by a capital letter, and the other one which fails to express it is called recessive character, and it is depicted by a small letter. Altenberg gave another terminology that the traits may be of two types and they may be more than two types. Mendel had given that there are only two pair of alleles, two traits make a allelomorphic pair, but Altenberg said that there may be more than two alleles, which is called multiple alleles. So in that case, when more than two alleles are there, that depiction of capital letter and a small letter is insufficient. So here the character which is present from the very beginning in the population, which is called wild type, it is indicated by the letter ++, and the other which have been evolved after mutation in the population, it is called mutant type. Sometimes this mutant type may be dominant and this ++ may be recessive. Sometimes this mutant may be recessive and this ++ may be dominant. So this is Altenberg's terminology. Now let us discuss about some more technical terms. Another term, allele. There are two explanations. Mendel had given another explanation, and later on a new expression for allele was given. Mendel had said that for each character there are two traits, the pair of contrasting characters. For example, for tallness of the plant, for the length of the plant, it may be tall or dwarf. So tall and dwarf, they make a pair of allele or allelomorphic pair. Later on, another definition of allele was given, that alleles are those genes which are found on the same locus of chromosome. Locus means point. So let us see, if we talk about a tall plant, one of the cell of that tall plant have a pair of gene for tallness in this chromosome at this point. In another plant, another pea plant, in the cell at the same place of that number of chromosome, the gene for dwarfness is found. So both gene for tallness and gene for dwarfness, they will be called alleles of each other. We can make also an analogy. Suppose we visit a picture hall to see a movie, and in the evening show 6 to 9, you have got the seat number 27 of the balcony, and in the night show 9 to 12, I also visit that picture hall and I get the ticket for that same seat 27 number of the balcony. So myself and yourself both will become allele of each other, because they are occupying the same seat. Occupancy of the same seat does not mean that both of us will sit together. It clearly indicates that only one of us will sit together at that point. So alleles either
Sorry.
कोई बात नहीं, वहाँ एडिट कर लेंगे. Now there is one more word, phenotype and genotype. Mendel had used two words. Phenotype is for external appearance of an organism. Phenotype is external appearance of an organism. For example, tall, dwarf, red flower. So this is called phenotype. Phenotype is external appearance of an organism. Genotype is the genetical constitution or constitution of the factors of the organisms, which is called genotype. And when we compare phenotype of more than one individuals, then the ratio is called phenotypic ratio. And when we consider genetical constitution of more than one organism in an experiment, it is called genotypic ratio. Then one more word is used, monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. When we consider behavior of only one pair of character in an experiment, it is called monohybrid cross. When in an individual more than one pair of character, two pair of character or three pair of characters are considered. When two pair of characters are considered in an experiment, it is called dihybrid cross. Mendel had said one more interesting fact about reciprocal cross. In reciprocal cross, he said that the character will show its own behavior according to its own nature, whether it is coming from maternal parent or paternal parent, whether it is coming from mummy or whether it is coming from papa, it will not make a difference. So he said that in an experiment, suppose tall pea plant, dwarf pea plant, here the tall is male, dwarf is female. In the second experiment, this tall is female and dwarf is male. So then these two crosses will be called reciprocal cross of each other. So these were some technical terms. Thank you very much. Rest we will talk on the other episode.